Doug Lesmerises here for our traditional Halloween game picks at cleveland.com. I'm normally dressed as a giant Mickey Mouse. What else was I in the past? I can't remember, but I couldn't find my Mickey Mouse costume this year, so I decided to dress as this very realistic scarecrow to make our picks for Ohio State, Nebraska on Saturday. Okay, I can't bend that long. Excuse me. Ohio State's going to cover this 18-point spread with ease. My pick is 52-21 Buckeyes, and I think people are getting on the Nebraska bandwagon a little bit right now because they were 0-6, and now they're 2-6. And that's improvement, but the wins were against Minnesota the week after Minnesota gave everything they had in Ohio Stadium to hang with Ohio State. Then they went to Nebraska and got smoked. And then BETHUNE-COOKMAN last week, which is a 4-5 FCS school. So I know that Nebraska has won 2 in a row, but I don't care. The 4 games before that, Nebraska gave up 56 to Michigan, 42 to Purdue, 41 to Wisconsin, and 34 to Northwestern. So I still think that's the real Nebraska. I do not think this team that drubbed Minnesota and BETHUNE-COOKMAN, whatever the scores were, that is not the real. It was 53-28 over Minnesota, 45-9 over BETHUNE-COOKMAN. That's not suddenly the real Nebraska. That's just the same Nebraska getting to play a tired Minnesota team and a bad BETHUNE-COOKMAN team. So I'm not buying it. What I am buying is an Ohio State team, and we've talked about this at cleveland.com and on our Buckeye Talk podcasts. People get frustrated, Ohio State fans get frustrated because it takes a loss sometimes for Ohio State to sort of figure some things out. But the implication was that when they lose, they do figure it out. So let me give you these numbers. When Ohio State lost to Virginia Tech in 2014, the next week they beat Kent State 66-0. Now, that was Kent State, but still they whacked somebody. 2015, Ohio State loses to Michigan State. The next week they beat Michigan 42-13. 2016, they lose to Penn State, but that was the game at Penn State that took everything out of them. It was a night game. They came home and only beat Northwestern 23-20 the next week, but these other losses, these sort of surprising losses, that's a different kind of loss than like a Penn State loss. That was a surprising Penn State team, but they had some talent. I think Ohio State was still tired the next week against Northwestern, so that's not the same kind of loss to me as this Purdue loss. But in 2017, they lose to Oklahoma. They beat Army 38-7 the next week, and this is the one that matters. Last year, they get whacked at Iowa. Nobody sees it coming. They come back the next week and beat Michigan State, a ranked Michigan State team, 48-3. So that's what I'm going off of. I'm going off the way Ohio State responded in 2015 by whacking Michigan the week after Michigan State, and in 2017 by drubbing Michigan State the week after Iowa. So they had a bye week in between to figure things out. I think they're going to get some things figured out. I think they will look better. I think they will be better. This 18-point spread isn't big enough. I'm a 5 confidence that Ohio State covers this. I was a high confidence level that they would not cover against Purdue. But I'm very high confidence. I just think it's more of the Ohio State team you're used to, and then they're going to get things figured out. And I think people are going to say, "Oh yeah, they're actually pretty good." They had a couple things they had to figure out. They had a terrible game against Purdue. So I have 52-21. I think we're overrating Nebraska and underrating Ohio State, and also I think my knee hurts from leaning on scarecrows. See you Saturday at Ohio Stadium. I'm Doug Lesmerises. Thanks for watching our Halloween picks on cleveland.com.